All right, 1.04, I can determine domain and range. Okay, so domain and range. Domain are the x values or inputs. Range are the y values or the outputs. Okay, so domain. I'm looking at this graph and I'm looking to see, are there any domain restrictions? Well, it looks like it because this doesn't go on forever with arrows. It ends here and it ends here. So my x values only exist between -2 and 1. Between -2 and 1. So how do I write that? I write it like this. Okay, now we need to indicate if it includes the values of -2 and 1. This, because it's a filled in circle, means it does include -2. So we're going to go ahead and draw the line underneath the inequality symbol. This open circle means it does not include this value of 1. So we're going to leave that not underlined. So if I wanted to read this properly, it's x is greater than or equal to -2 and less than 1. Okay. Now, if we want to take a look at range, so my range values go from here up. It goes from here up. That's the only place where this graph exists. So it looks like it's between 1 and 2. You always put the smaller number on the left, bigger number on the right. Now I need to indicate if it includes the value or not. So for here, it does include 1, and it goes up to 2 and does not include 2. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and include 1, does not include 2. Y is greater than or equal to 1 and less than 2. Okay, let's look at this next one. So if we look at our domain, where our x values go from here to here, so it looks like it goes from -1 to 2, and this one's easy because it includes both values. So we're going to go from -1 to 2, -1 to 2, and on the y-axis, we're here down to, oh, it includes all of that though. So we're here, down, and up. So we're going to go, includes all of that. Okay. So from -2 up to 2. And it includes 2. It also includes -2. If there's no hole, no open circle, you assume that it includes that value. So we're going to go from -2 inclusive to 2. Inclusive. When I say inclusive, it just means it includes that value and you include the underline. Okay? All right. Now, a little trickier. What is a domain? Just the domain of this function. So we're looking for x values that are not included. And remember, there's two types of functions where there's domain restrictions that we know of so far. We know square roots. We know that square roots have to be greater than or equal to 0, right? And we know that if we have division, that we cannot divide by 0. Okay, those are the two functions we know of so far that have domain restrictions. So I know that this expression, x minus 4, cannot equal 0. So what can x not be? X cannot be 4. It can be any other number in the world, any real number except 4. So what we would say is all real numbers except 4. Okay, and that's it.